Is your bank American? Does it even matter? Ever stop to wonder where your bank originates? Maybe you're opening a new account, applying for a loan, or just curious about the financial institution you already trust with your hard-earned cash. In today's globalized world, with multinational corporations everywhere, you might wonder, is my bank even American? Let's take Capital One for instance. It's a familiar name, plastered across credit cards and popping up in online banking searches. But is Capital One a U.S. bank? Buckle up, because the answer's not as straightforward as you might think. Beyond the surface, unveiling the holding company. Capital One might appear like a single bank, but dig a little deeper, and you'll discover it's actually a financial holding company. This means Capital One, as a brand, encompasses a variety of subsidiaries, some of which might operate internationally. But the key player we're interested in is Capital One Bank, USA, National Association. That mouthful of a name is the federally chartered bank under the Capital One umbrella, and guess what? It's based in McLean, Virginia, USA. American roots, global reach. So, Capital One Bank, USA, is certainly an American bank. But does that mean Capital One services are limited to the U.S.? Not quite. Capital One, as a broader brand, offers credit cards in Canada and the United Kingdom as well. They've tailored their products and services to these specific markets, making them a global player in the financial sphere. Why does this matter? So, we've established Capital One Bank, USA, is a U.S. bank, but why should you care? Here's where things get interesting. Banking regulations can vary significantly between countries. These regulations impact everything from consumer protection laws to interest rates and account fees. Knowing your bank's origin can give you peace of mind. If you bank with Capital One Bank, USA, you're subject to U.S. banking regulations, which are generally considered robust and consumer-friendly. This can be especially important when it comes to things like dispute resolution and fraud protection. Beyond borders, the future of banking. The world of finance is constantly evolving, and the lines between national and international banking are blurring. Fintech startups are emerging worldwide, and established institutions are expanding their reach. This means you, the consumer, have more options than ever before. When choosing a bank, it's wise to consider factors beyond just nationality. Research their reputation, compare interest rates and fees, and make sure they offer the products and services you need. But understanding where your bank is headquartered can be a valuable piece of the puzzle, especially if you value specific regulatory frameworks. Capital One, a U.S. bank with global ambitions. So, to answer the initial question, yes, Capital One Bank, USA, is a U.S. bank. This doesn't necessarily mean all Capital One products are available everywhere, but it does give you a good starting point for understanding their regulatory framework. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.